So let's talk about the science of addiction. How does addiction start? Why addiction is so difficult to deal with is because addiction goes deep down into the brain. It's at the brain level. Addiction operates at the brain level. It's a reconfiguration of the brain that leads to addiction, a reprogramming, a re-engineering of the brain. So if you must deal with addiction, you must learn how to re-engineer the brain. This is how it works. Every time you do something good or you engage in something pleasurable, you see a nice movie, you eat a good food, you clear the to-do list, something nice, you do something really good, something really interesting, your brain, there's a release of dopamine. All right, there's a hormone called dopamine, and every time dopamine is released, your brain loves it. Your brain feels good. That's why you usually feel good when you do some things. You just feel good. Oh, this food is so nice, man. This game is so nice. This movie is so interesting. This just pleasure. You do something enjoyable. Your brain gets that hormone reward. So just imagine that you are the brain. We're going to use an orange squeeze analysis. All right. I just came up with this analogy so that to help you understand how it happens. So let's say you are the brain, and every time you do something nice, it's like I just squeezed an orange. I just squeeze an orange into your mouth. So the activity you do, that thing you do, is like squeezing the orange. So when you do it a little, you squeeze the orange a little, and you love it. What do you think your brain would do? What would you do? You'd want to squeeze it more. Oh, I need more of this. You squeeze it more. So every time you engage in an addiction, so let's say you pick up an addiction, for instance, myself, I told you how I started watching pornography. Let's say for the first time you saw pornography, you just saw a little of it for like 2 minutes, and your brain loves it so much because your brain enjoys pleasure. Your brain loves pleasure so much. So when you watch pornography for the first time, that dopamine is released. It registers something in your brain that, I love this feeling. So it's like your brain is asking you, what was that thing we did that day that gave me this much pleasure? I loved that feeling because the dopamine was released, and the brain enjoyed that rush of dopamine. The next time you have an opportunity, your brain will tell you, Alpha, we need to do this thing again. So you squeeze the orange again. In other words, you watch the pornography again, and that orange gets squeezed and squeezes some juice into your mouth. It's like the dopamine is released again every time you watch when you watch the pornography for the second time. The dopamine is released. Your brain says, oh my God, I love this feeling. Now, your brain will now start demanding for that particular thing. Because your brain enjoys pleasure. Your brain will come to you anytime you are bored, anytime you are alone. The next thing your brain will ask you, after that thing we did that day that brought that much pleasure, can we do it again? You say, no, I can't do it. Your brain will pressure you. You have to do it. You have to do it. You have to do it. Then you go for it. So it's like you've taken the orange again. You squeeze it, he likes it. But now this is the catch. After a while, little squeeze will no longer be able to produce juice. Little squeezing of the orange will no longer be able to produce serious juice, enough juice. When you started the addiction, when you started with that orange that you just peeled, when you just squeeze it a little like this, there was a lot of juice. When you started with that addiction, when you watched that pornography for a little like this, it was like, you put this on fire, like, oh my God. After a while, 5 minutes pornography will no longer be enough. Because now you have squeezed the juice, and you need more dopamine. You need to engage in that activity a lot more for dopamine to be released because your brain is already getting comfortable with that little level. So what did you just do? I just watched pornography. Look for more. That is when it starts eating. That's when it becomes dangerous because now you have to do it more. It's like scrolling. People that are addicted to social media. The first time you scrolled on social media for 30 minutes, you enjoyed it. The first time you were on Twitter for 20 minutes, it was like, whoa, I love this place. But now being on Twitter for 20 minutes is like, there is something you want, you have not gotten it. There's a juice you are looking for. So you have to scroll more, you have to scroll more, you have to scroll more. It's like that orange, you have to squeeze it more, squeeze it more, squeeze it more. And the time will come, you now see people dealing with pornography, they can stay up all night. They're just looking for the one that will make them have a very heightened sensation. They'll now start looking for different types. See, boy and girl. This one. Oh, I didn't feel this thing. Girl and girl. Oh, I didn't feel this thing. I didn't feel this thing. Boy and boy. Oh, I didn't feel this. I didn't feel this thing. Old man and young girl. I didn't feel this thing. Old girl and boy. You see, because your brain now needs a lot more. It needs for you to be able to cause the release of that dopamine for that particular activity. You have to squeeze the orange more because it's like the orange has been squeezed and squeezed, so you need to squeeze it. That's when you start investing ample time. It's the reason why people who love sex, people who are addicted to sex, after a while, they are not comfortable with. They say, I don't like short girls again. I want to try. They start trying tribe by tribe. I don't like Igbo. I want to try Hausa. I want to try this tribe. I want to. All those exploring, you think they are enjoying? No, they are just looking for ways to satisfy the pleasure their brain wants. So all the energy you will exert in the course of it is basically to feel good. You just want to feel good. Now, after the feeling good level, there's another level now that is even more deadly. That's the level when your brain now begins to see that particular activity as a survival tactic. Because when you are alone, your brain comes to you and says, we are bored. We need something pleasurable. We need something pleasurable. That's why some people, it's like they can't stay alone. It's like they are going to die. Boredom is like a threat to them. Nobody's at home. I can't stay. They say home alone. If you are home alone, go. Do you understand? So your brain has associated being alone as a threat. So you're like, I'm alone. No, I can't do this. Then your brain says, we need to do something. What can we do? And it says, that thing we did that day that gave us pleasure. What's that thing? Pornography. Let's do it. Now your brain now associates that particular action with survival. Now it's no longer about I want to feel good. It's not about I just want to feel good by doing it. It's now that I feel threatened. Being alone is like a threat. Feeling sad is like a threat. Something happened at work and your boss said some things that you don't like. It's like a threat. Your brain is looking for, we need to fix it. What do we do? That addiction, take the drug. What do we do? Take the alcohol. What do you do? So your brain now associates that particular substance or that particular activity. It now associates it with survival. It's not like it's necessary for survival. And once your brain attaches the survival mechanism to any particular habit or any particular action, it's gone. That's the reason why you survive till now. Because it's your survival instinct. If not for your survival instinct, things would have probably happened negatively to you. Once your brain associates a particular habit with survival, it becomes automatic. You don't even have to think about it. Sometimes you found yourself doing it and you're like, wait, how did I start doing this thing again?